Why do some of the smartest, most well-funded companies in the world completely fail while a small, scrappy team with half the resources goes on to change the world? I'll tell you why. It's not about the technology, it's not about the funding, and it's definitely not about having the highest IQ in the room. It comes down to one single thing: leadership. The Harvard Business Review Leaders Handbook puts it perfectly. It says, without leadership, big and important things just don't get done. Think about that. You can have the best strategy, the best product, but without someone to drive it, it's just a PowerPoint presentation gathering dust. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Nilesh Sharma. I'm a digital transformation leader with over 15 years of experience helping massive organizations pivot, scale, and survive in the digital age. Today, we are kicking off chapter 1 of our complete introduction to leadership course. We are going to strip away all the corporate jargon, all the fluff, and look at what leadership actually is in the modern world. If you want to build a career that matters, if you want to build a company that lasts, hit that subscribe button right now. We are going deep today. Let's get into it. Before we talk about what leadership is, we have to talk about what it isn't. Because society has lied to us. For decades, we thought leadership meant having the corner office. We thought it meant being the smartest person in the room who gives orders and controls everything. That is the old command and control model. And let me tell you, in the digital age, that model is dead. You don't need a title to lead. You need a mindset. Peter Drucker, one of the greatest management thinkers of all time, said it perfectly. Effective leadership is not about making speeches or being liked. Leadership is defined by results, not attributes. It's about inspiring others. It's about serving your team. It's about having the humility to ask great questions instead of pretending you have all the answers. If you want to be a leader, your job isn't to control people. Your job is to create impact through people. So if it's not about giving orders, what is it? I break it down into 3 core pillars. Look at this triangle. If you remove even one of these, the whole thing collapses. Pillar 1, purpose, your why. Simon Sinek taught us this. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. The HBR handbook calls this building a unifying vision. You have to give your team a North Star, something bold and aspirational that makes them want to wake up and fight for the mission. Pillar 2, people, your who. The HBR handbook talks about the social contract. When people join your team, they expect mutual effort and reward. If you treat them like cogs in a machine, they will leave. You have to honor that contract. You have to empower them. Pillar 3, performance, your what. You can have a great purpose and happy people, but if you don't deliver results, you're just a social club. You have to set high expectations and maintain discipline. Purpose without performance is just a dream. Let me give you a real-world example of this in action. Let's talk about Satya Nadella at Microsoft. Before 2014, Microsoft was struggling. They had a stagnant culture, a fixed mindset, and internal teams were literally competing against each other. Their market cap was stuck around $300 billion. They were losing the mobile war, they were losing relevance. Then Satya takes over. And what does he do? Does he immediately launch a new phone? No, he changes the culture. He shifted the company from a know-it-all culture to a learn-it-all culture. He led with empathy. He created a cloud-first vision that everyone could rally behind. The HBR handbook says a leader's role is to raise people's aspirations and release their energies. That is exactly what Satya did. He released the energy of 100,000 employees. And the result? Microsoft went from a $300 billion company to a $3 trillion company. That is the power of culture-first leadership. Now let's look at Indra Nooyi, the former CEO of PepsiCo. When she took over, she realized that selling sugar water wasn't a sustainable long-term vision. So she introduced performance with purpose. She shifted the company toward healthier products and environmental sustainability. But here is what made her a true leader. She didn't just look at spreadsheets, she looked at people. She actually wrote personal letters to the parents of her senior executive team, thanking them for raising such great kids. Think about the emotional resonance of that. The HBR handbook states that a vision must be emotionally resonant. Nooyi proved that purpose is not a PR strategy, it is a core leadership strategy. And under her leadership, PepsiCo's revenue grew from 35 billion to 63 billion dollars. Finally, let's talk about Sundar Pichai and Google. Sundar didn't fit the stereotype of the loud, aggressive Silicon Valley CEO. He is known for humble leadership. He listens more than he talks. He empowers every level of the organization. He creates psychological safety where people aren't afraid to fail. The HBR handbook explicitly states failure is a necessary component of learning. Sundar built a culture that embraces that. He literally went from being a materials engineer intern to the CEO of one of the most powerful companies on earth. How? By making everyone around him better. That is the ultimate test of leadership. So, we've talked about what leadership is, the three pillars, and real world examples. Now, I want to turn the mirror on you. Look at this matrix. Where do you sit today? Are you a lost leader with low people focus and low results? Are you a task driver who gets results but burns out your team? Are you a people pleaser who everyone likes but you can't hit your targets? Your goal is the top right quadrant, the true leader. High people focus and high results focus. The HBR handbook reminds us that great leaders find the balance between inspiring and demanding. You have to do both.